Yeah.
Kind of looks like our profile picture. Hi, anyone that can see us. It's a cat. You know, with these live streams, it's weird. Like, it's hard to tell. Sometimes YouTube, when I go back and review it, like, this part won't even show up.
That's weird.
So, Charlie may not be seen by the public today. Let me go ahead and get in here and see if we can get some people pulled up. Let me get some excitement going.
Get ready to mute it. Why don't you just
cut
the volume right now?
You have a future. Somewhere in a production team, there's a guy that needs to be on the set. This is, hey, we need to mute this. You're my guy.
Awesome.
You're pretty lit today, my friend. Pretty lit for a guy that's tired.
Totally.
Q was with us for 20 minutes. If we go over, we're going to lose him because he's tired and his fish sticks will be ready.
That's right.
Hello, friends. We brought a cat. Camera's over there. No. Nothing exciting today. We're going to eat something you don't know about. We're going to do a bit of a review. It's going to be a short video. We're going to say hello and tell you we're still alive. We didn't quit. What do you call it?
YouTube.
Cat ass in my face. We didn't quit YouTubing. We didn't quit reviewing. We just took a little break. And it's kind of in the air. I know you don't pay attention to channels, but if you go look, like Joey and Dame are struggling. Dame has gone into some kind of weird talk format.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's nothing to review. The endorsement is literally MIA. He has not made a review in 2 weeks. I sent out a search team for the endorsement.
Oh, did you?
It's true. I talked to him today. He is alive. He has not quit YouTube. But again, I'm not going to go into great detail. I have a theory about the endorsement, but I don't want to say anything that's unfounded because my theory about him is a little weird. But when I spoke to him today, he told me he was in an undisclosed location with no phone and no computer. Traveling.
Don't blow up his spot.
I don't know where he was traveling to. Let me just say, something about the endorsement has always kind of rang to me like protective services of some sort.
No. They would let you have a YouTube channel if you were in witness protection?
Homeboy won't.
Does that seem counterproductive?
Homeboy doesn't keep his Facebook because he don't want to use his name. He doesn't ever really use his name. And if you had to find him, could you? How would you find the endorsement? Like, if he quit making videos, how would you ever find him? People can find us.
If you quit making videos, it'd be hard.
What up, Lee Bruner?
Couldn't you just find out his IP address somehow? And then find his location?
But he moves around. He's in Florida. He's in Minnesota with Happy Man. He's in North Carolina in the woods. I'm telling you, this guy, I don't know. Somebody needs to put together a pattern of, like, missing dead bodies or something. Again, I'm saying too much about my theories about the endorsement. A spy.
Of some sort.
Okay. That's as plausible as
a Russian spy.
Protective services or a traveling mass murderer.
He does look Russian, doesn't he?
The endorsement?
Yeah, he kind of has a Russian accent. You don't think so?
I'm a little rusty now. He sounds like he's watched too many episodes of The Sopranos to me. Hello, Claire. Thank you for missing us. This video probably won't do anything to improve, you know, or make it better, but we're going to try. Basically, we're just making a video so that we prove to ourselves we can still do it. Does that sound about right?
Sounds about right.
I think we've made 3 videos in 2 weeks. There's been times we've done 3 videos in a day. Of the last 3 videos, I don't even know. You weren't here for the eclipse. You missed that extravaganza. It was me sitting in a hot yard.
Oh, you were outside.
I was outside. See, he doesn't watch the videos. And I was in the shade, and so it was like 40 minutes of me going, oh, it's the eclipse. Oh, it's getting darker. And then I'm looking at the camera, and you couldn't tell it was getting any darker.
Oh.
So that was a bust. Somebody saw Charlie. Rob Torture Right, what's up? Julian Priao, I hope I said your name correctly. Drake, always a pleasure. Chris Meeks. Shorty Storm. Drake says, lit. I hope he's talking about you and not what he wants to do to the cat. That cat that you guys saw, for those of you that were here, is always with us when we make videos. She likes to sit right here. She's 2 feet away right now, watching. Or she sits just on the other side of the camera, quietly judging us. And as we go longer and just make less and less sense, she starts to cover her head. So what's up with the fish sticks today, man?
What do you mean?
I woke up at noon. I just have to know. Were you legit cooking fish sticks then?
Yeah.
You ate those?
Yeah, I ate them.
I woke up at 6. You're cooking fish sticks.
Yeah.
You ate those.
I ate those.
What are you doing right now?
Cooking fish sticks. They're good. I'm hungry. So it's the only thing I've eaten all day.
Begs the question. What's up with the fish sticks, man?
They're good. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. They're fish
Sometimes
sticks.
you just want a fish stick?
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge you. The other day I made you fish sticks, and I made the mistake of eating one. I then sat down and ate 22 fish sticks.
It's addictive.
And we don't, we're poor, man. We don't get the high dollar ones. We don't get like Little Fisher Boy or the guy with the hook or none of that. Ours is like, I don't know what one we buy. The cheapest one they make. That's not like Price Saver. It does feel like it's been a grip. Thanks, John Fields. Hello, Stephanie. Balls Mahoney. It's been a while since we made a video, Balls, and it's been even longer since you've been here to see one. Try cat food with her. Oh, like his review? No. Minced pollock fish. That's a new one. Sometimes I ask if you're lit. Are you hyped? Are you hyped? No hype?
No.
Excuse me. This is very weird, but I got to do it. It's bothering me.
Oh, no, the hair. Yeah.
Okay, you did it?
Yeah,
all right, thanks.
It's all good.
Felt like I was in an 80s romance movie. I was about to lean in and take something off your face. Check out the song by Government Cheese called Fish Stick Day. Lee, we love you. Probably not going to happen. See, what I preach, Balls, to Q, because he doesn't get the reference. I don't get hype. I stay hype.
Yeah.
He hates that. It's right up there with lit. What have you guys thought about BB this week? I'll keep it short.
Who's BB? What does he mean?
Big Brother.
Oh my God.
Very short. I still watch it. Boring week. Matt's going home tomorrow. I'm rooting for Paul. I know he's the devil. Blah, blah, blah. Can't help it. Q, how's school?
It's school.
Kylie Merritt, we're shouting you out. That's a good question. What have you been in now? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks? 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
How's school? Since I haven't asked yet.
It's just like it's always been.
Not the least bit pumped.
No.
So, the racket has already begun on you being a senior where they're shaking me down for money right and left.
Yeah. It's true.
You went and took pictures one day, and they just put you in front of, like, fake backgrounds. They just had you stand in front of something like this and then clicked it, and they had you do it, like, 6 times.
Yeah.
If I want all 6 of those pictures, and I want a decent-sized picture, how much you think? What do you guess? That
80?
We're talking about 30 pictures here.
150? 200? 400? 500?
$500 for some pictures of you.
Don't.
And you have a sister that took the same pictures. These fools are wanting like $1,000, $1,000
Don't
for pictures, not
don't
professionally taken by a couple housewives in front of a green screen.
Don't do that.
I'm probably not going to do that.
Don't.
I love you, man. But damn.
I could see 80.
For that much money, I could have bought the fight last night legally and not watched it on Instagram Live.
80 seems reasonable, but 500 doesn't. That seems...
80 is pretty reasonable. 80 is pretty reasonable for a picture of someone.
Yeah.
I've got all kinds of video of you for free.
Man.
Didn't know that, huh?
At least like 40, 50 people took pictures. If everyone bought pictures, that's like $25,000.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it wasn't like a well...
No, it wasn't.
If I think about it next week, I'll bring, if you don't mind, I'll just bring them out and just hold one up. Don't do it?
Don't do that. No.
Oh, okay, that is him having an opinion. Are you guys burnt out on making videos? No, not at all. Here's what happened. We had an equipment failure.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of them. Mics, cameras, just, when shit goes bad, it goes bad. Where we would normally be super motivated to, like, get back on the horse really quick and spend a little extra money to get these things fixed or done, there's nothing to review anyway. And so we just kind of waited, and we were like, we can wait for the equipment to come. Right now, we're shooting this on an iPhone. I even got a new phone. It's an iPhone 6 we're shooting this off of, so it's not even good equipment at the moment, but we're back. And our goal this week, 3 reviews.
That's the new phone? It already came in?
Yeah, it looks just like the other one. 6 or 7, big deal. I mean, literally. You guys can't see this. This is for his edification. It looks the same.
Does look the same.
The other one was dying, and this one was free. Sprint.
Cool.
Might as well say Sprint. Nobody else will, put any money up for us. We're not one of the big names. They're back and better than ever. We're back and just as bad as you remember. McDonald's is bringing their 2 for $5. Actually, this is a good week. Because food reviewers are a cowardly and superstitious lot, I'm not going to, give out what we're reviewing this week because people are lazy and they'll literally just go review what we're going to review. But there's 3 solid items this week. And that's the first time in probably 2.5 months I say there's 3 solid items this week. Fast food items even. So, one of them I will go ahead and reveal tomorrow because you're not going to be here. It's a breakfast item. I'm doing the new bowl from Chick-fil-A. But the other 2 items for the week.
What's in the bowl?
What's in the bowl? I would guess chicken. The endorsement threw a message up and I missed it.
Oh.
He can't see or hear me because I saw something. He is literally in a van with no internet. I asked him to call in.
You did? Do you think you...
No, I think he was saying he couldn't do it. But he did want me to pass along to anyone that cares and anyone seeing in the future. The endorsement is alive and well. How much money do you make off YouTube? Not much right now, but no one is. Daddy Jesus, I'm going to give you the formula. I like to give it out once in a while.
Daddy Jesus.
You like that?
Yeah.
This is his name. Go to Social Blade. Take any food reviewer, and they have a maximum and a minimum for the year. This is just a number I'm making up to make it easy math. If the minimum is 200 and the maximum is 1,000 for that reviewer for the year, again, this is just hypothetical. Just take the maximum, get a calculator, and go by 0.80 times. That is pretty damn close to what we make. I've tested it and tested it. When we were way up, when we had like viral videos, when we were getting millions of views, that formula worked. Right now, when YouTube's taking a dump on us, it still works. I don't know how Social Blade does it. Like, their window is this big. Pretty much everybody in food reviews makes 80% of what the maximum is. That's the best I can give you because, honestly, I don't even know. I would be lying if I just gave you a number. I could tell you probably now the most we ever made in a month on YouTube. If you guys want to hear this, and you won't believe it, you'll think I'm a liar. Especially like when you see we make videos that get 900 views. The best month we ever had, 12 grand.
Long time ago. Really long time ago.
Yeah, back before we started doing food reviews and lost our mind. Also, I put it as Daddy Jesus because I reached my change limit for my name. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of pity for people that are getting millions of views and then they're asking you for Patreon because they're doing okay. What I consider okay. $12,000 a month to make videos, that's real okay. Hi, Chevy 5-speed. Your fish sticks have now been in for...
They have 5 more minutes.
6 minutes. You got to get them golden brown.
Oh, yeah, 6 minutes.
So you're going to bounce after that, huh?
Yeah,
You're out?
I'm pretty tired.
All right, man. I appreciate you sticking around this long. I got a cat here attacking my nose. Let's get this in real quick.
All right.
Damn you, Charlie. We're squeezing in a review before he goes. Chocolate Peanut Butter Twinkies. This sounds like it could be an absolute abortion.
Oh, nice.
Can't use the word because they got bots looking.
Can you really not use that word?
Nope. You really got to watch some Philip DeFranco and some of these other guys that break down what you can't say.
What's a fancy word for that? Fetus termination.
Let them try to bot that.
Yeah, let them try and do that.
Remind me to tell you a funny story off camera.
Okay.
Not about that, but it just... One of my videos had over 500 views. You know, that's not as easy as people think.
It's not.
It's really not. When we first started, I used to come and knock on his door and say literally, "Hey man, we just made a penny." And I wasn't doing it ironically or jokingly. I was, being sincere. Hold that black Twinkie up so people can see it. If you don't show it, people are going to get alarmed. Because black Twinkies matter.
They do.
Let's see the bot try to route that out.
Yeah.
This actually looks pretty decent. It looks like a little care was given to it. It doesn't look all like dry.
Yeah.
You know what it looks? It looks moist. Bite one. Yes, we did try the cotton candy Twinkies. I like them. This isn't bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not like great. I was kind of prepared to hate it. Bite two. Damn, man, wipe that Twinkie out.
It's pretty good.
I guess if all I had to eat was fish sticks all day, I could 3-bite a Twinkie.
Good.
Bite three. Greg, looks like you've been eating too many Twinkies. Sir, I'm down 37 pounds. Get off my ass. But yes, it still looks like I've eaten too many Twinkies. I'll give you that. But not as many too many as before. Do you ever get sick of all the junk food?
Seems like paradise.
It's not paradise because it's junk food that we wouldn't choose to eat.
No, it's paradise.
Really?
Yeah.
Go back and look at some of them grades he gives things and ask yourself that again. Speaking of which, what grade do you give chocolate peanut butter Twinkies?
Like an 87.
Get the F out of here.
I like it. It's good. Why is that so unbelievable?
Here you go.
Thanks.
I bestow that upon you. It wasn't bad. And like if I came in and say I had the munchies because I'd been to a concert standing too close to the wrong people and I was hungry, I wouldn't hesitate to knock down 3 of these with a glass of milk.
Or maybe you're just famished after a hard days of labor, you know?
Famished. Nice word.
Hard day of labor, yeah.
Dad, no, peanut butter Twinkie is not famished material.
It's not.
I've never come in. First of all, I've never used that word. Second of all, no.
No.
Let's see here. 79. 79 is reasonable. I'll never buy that again, but they will be eaten. We've bought Twinkies before that have just sit here and rotted.
We have.
Quite a few. Food poisoning from BK. Yes, twice. Let's see. I've missed you guys so much. See, I told you. People were actually like, sending me DMs, IMs, other M's, asking if we had quit or you had quit. There was a lot, like,
Really?
I had like 8 to 9 people, and you know who you are if you're here, literally say, so Q finally cashed it in, huh? He's done, and you're like trying to figure out what to do next, or the day he quits, I'll miss him. Kind of like the dude in the movie The Jerk. One can't mourn forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone's blowing up your phone over there.
Yeah, I have a phone. Yeah, that's Twitter. Hey, the first person to send us a tweet and ask us a question, we'll read it right here on the air as opposed to right here. That's pretty lame when we're just reading comments.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea, actually.
It's not?
No.
Well, this kind of kills it.
After this tweet, I'm going to go get those, whatever.
Brian R. wants you to say goodnight, Daddy, when you leave.
I'm not saying that.
It's kind of awkward for him to say that because I'm here. It's a little weird.
It'd be awkward anyway.
It's double awkward. You gonna eat another Twinkie?
Not right now.
Oh, you look like you were reaching for another one. I was about to ask if you've been standing next to the wrong people recently. Hey, look, I'm not dead. And luckily, hey, it's Lion Power. Lion Power's been around a long time, and Lion Power actually was somebody that was a transplant from the other channel. I think he started over there. And because we just quit making videos over there for like years. I'm still thinking of doing something with that channel.
Why not?
I really think that we may do live streams over there and test the boundaries of what this bot can do.
It's not a bad idea.
Like maybe once every 2-3 weeks we'll pick a subject that is very much a pain in the ass. Teresa wants to know, from Twitter, have you ever reviewed anything from White Castle? I've eaten White Castle, but no, I have not, and no, he has not because we're in Arkansas. In the South, they have what they try to pass off is White Castle. They have Crystal Burgers. When we went to WrestleMania, we stopped at Crystal Burger.
We stopped at a White Castle, I'm pretty sure.
I swear to you. See, we've had this. I promise to God it wasn't. It's the same burgers. It looks the same, but in the South they don't have it. It was Crystal.
It was good.
And didn't some kind of like hinky, like sideways action go down in there? Wasn't something about to pop off while we were in the Crystal?
Not that I remember.
The dude we were with, I remember he was talking something about reaching for his gun or something.
Really?
Seriously, no kidding.
I am painfully oblivious at all times.
That guy is always talking about reaching for his gun.
Yeah.
Guzzin.
And with that being said,
Bot.
I'm gonna go get my fish sticks.
All right, you got to come back and say goodbye because that was unceremonious and unprofessional. Yeah, as you could tell, it wasn't greatly planned today. We really just wanted to make a video to show that we still could. But I promise, we've got new equipment, better equipment. It really won't matter. The videos will still look the same, but, you know, we'll still be making them. And we actually have stuff to review, so it should be a good week. And then we've got the, what is it, the naked egg burrito thing from Taco Bell coming up on the 31st. So there's 4. I'm going to review that. I'll try to get him to review it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And, you know, I should be doing the fake enthusiasm here. I can't get real enthusiastic about a taco shell made of eggs for a breakfast burrito. Now, you can go to other channels and they're going to pump that shit to the moon. It's going to be very impressive. Here I'm going to tell you guys the truth. It's an egg, and they're going to make a taco shell out of it. And then they're going to serve you breakfast food in it. I'll save the enthusiasm, or the fake enthusiasm, for the actual review. R. Bud Dwyer. There was an R. Bud Dwyer appearance in the comments. Are you familiar with him?
The politician shot himself in the face.
Boy, I hope the mics didn't pick that up. Did you mean shizizza himself? Because we can't say violent things.
No, I mean he put the revolver. Hey, well, by the way, hold on. If you ever watched that video, if you notice,
he's back.
Right after he does the act, his final performance, blood's like rushing from his nose.
It's very bothersome.
He says something. He says, listen to me, as he's dying. Just watch it. I swear to God, it's pretty brutal. It's pretty dark.
I have watched that video way too many times.
Watch it again.
I don't want to. First of all, if you guys have never watched that video and don't want to be bothered I watched that video 30 years ago and I remember it. It's very bothersome.
It's hard to forget.
Don't watch it if you don't want to be bothered. I know people say that kind of thing all the time, but R. Bud Dwyer, very bothersome. You know what the whole basis of that was?
Who's wrongfully accused of something.
And it turned out he was wrongfully accused. It only took like many, many years later, they were like, oops, sorry, bud. Literally, sorry, bud. Little late now. Can't put the bazillet back in the gizin.
Have you seen the video of the guy taking cyanide in a courtroom? It's not as, I don't know, theatrical.
I guess we're just going to go ahead and test that bot now.
But yeah, he takes some cyanide. Then he just has a little fit, and then that's it.
The Nazizis were famous for that, dude. They used to have like the hollow tooth, and they would just bite down and yeah. Faces of Death. I think we can say that. Did you ever watch Faces of Death?
I've seen parts of it. Isn't part of it like fake? Like I know the monkeys. That part, I know that's fake.
The one I always wondered was fake, and you know, Google I could just, but I'm lazy. The one I always wondered if it was fake was the guy that lands in the alligator farm. Well done if it was fake for the time. Hello, Alex Vincent. He's here, Q. Why don't you hold up one of them fish sticks? Take 2 of them, clang them together. Show people how you like a good fish stick. The secret to fish sticks is overcook them 5 to 7 minutes because no one wants a soggy stick.
Didn't they make like 4 or 5 Faces of Death?
Yes.
Wasn't there, because I remember seeing part of it, wasn't there like, I remember they did something like with African, like, not African tribes, but like tribes, like, they showed like tribes like sacrificing animals or something, or doing cannibalism.
There were so many of those, and
Jason
Callan is the guy. He's going to be like the Rye the Stunner of this weirdness. He'll know. There was a knockoff of Faces of Death called Traces of Death with a T.
Yeah.
And I am pulling this out of thin air, and I'm not looking it up because if somebody really cares to, they can. I got in a real big argument with somebody one night that R. Bud Dwyer was on Faces of Death, but I don't believe he was.
I don't think he was.
I think he was on Traces of Death.
What's that called? Like, movies like that? Is that called like shock cinema?
Yeah, it's not snuff film because it's just showing, like, a snuff film would be a movie.
Like Three Guys, One Hammer.
Let's go ahead and test the boundaries of the bot again. A snuff film is a film made expressly for the purpose, as opposed to capturing video.
Yeah.
That was Africa, Blood and Guts. Would you watch an autopsy? Hell to the no. When I was in Vegas, they had the Titanic here, and then they had the vivisection exhibit called Bodies. And they literally took people...
I know what you're talking about.
And put them on slides.
Yeah, you don't want to see that?
No.
Why not?
They had people, like, I don't know, vivisectioned or put on slides.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
In horses. And no.
So, what's so gross about that?
Dude, Titanic was
just
right
the human
there.
Body.
Next time you see a clip of the Titanic, guess what?
What?
I stood next to a piece of the Titanic.
That's lame.
That's lame.
It's not as cool as seeing...
I saw some guy that I'll never have context to bring up again unless I'm just being really weird, cut into many pieces.
Yeah.
Nah, man, Titanic. That's where it's at. I think Q would laugh at an autopsy. I don't know. I don't think he would.
No, I've seen one before on YouTube. It's gross. There was some, like, weird, foreign... I'm pretty sure it was foreign. It was, like, this TV special where they did, like, an autopsy in front of a live audience. Drained all the blood out. He just started cutting the body to pieces. It was really gross. I couldn't stomach it.
I haven't seen my girlfriend on here, and if I say this, and she'll pop up. She's one of those people that watches that kind of crap. She'll watch people get operated on.
Yeah, ooh, I don't like that.
I don't have empathy for people as far as, like, if you tell me this or that's happening, I'm like, oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
But if I actually see someone getting, like, chopped on or suffering, yeah. But I watch people get punched in the face all day, World Star.
Yeah.
That's different. Unless you're the MMA guy that killed the weightlifter. Have you guys seen that crazy video? That video was literally the first 3 UFCs when UFC was good.
Really?
Yeah, and what was weird about the, if you haven't seen it, stay away from Arbed Dwyer. Just go ahead and mark this down. MMA fighter kills or fights Russian weightlifter. It's worth a watch. But the man does die. See, there's that empathy thing again. I should feel worse about it. But I don't know the circumstances. The weightlifter guy could have been an a-hole.
The video wasn't that brutal. It just looks like every other knockout video I've seen. You just punched him too many times.
Where he went too far, he did like the Jean-Claude, man. He hit a snap kick on this guy that was beautiful. And the guy went down, like, if you watched it in the movie, you go, that was so fake, because he fell out. The guy's laying on his back, like, looking at, like, birdies, and dude just jumps on him and goes about 4 times in the face.
Yeah, that was too much.
That was too much.
Have you ever seen the video of the UFC guy, like, Cyborg, where he got kneed right in the...
His head collapses?
Yeah, have you seen that?
I did, and I regretted seeing it. Still not as disturbing as a Jinder Mahal match. Normally I defend Jinder, but since he just...
No, there's 2 cyborgs. There's a girl one and there's a guy one. They were married at some point.
How do you know these things?
I always watched a YouTube video about it earlier.
Okay. I was going to say you're right, but then your knowledge of this shocked me because you don't care.
No, I don't.
But yes, the MMA guy versus a weightlifter was classic, and that is very much the basis of the original UFC when I used to watch it and enjoy it. They would take, like, the McGregor-Mayweather fight that just happened. That was every pay-per-view. They would take a sumo versus a boxer and put him in a ring.
That's cool.
It was awesome. If you can go find those. Like, probably YouTube wouldn't allow it now, but if you can ever find them, good viewing. How about Sexy Start Triple Mania last night? Papa Jerps is bringing up the fact that at the AAA pay-per-view last night, somebody went ahead and took it upon themselves while they had someone locked in a wrestling hold to do the move legitimately and pop out their shoulder because she was being a b-hole. Arbed Dwyer was in the first traces of death along with death scenes too. And so I learned something, whoever I lost that argument to, it wasn't Faces of Death, but it's, what do you call the thing? The Mandela effect. Oh. I'm not the only person that believes it was Faces of Death. We've learned. Death Scenes 2. I haven't even seen Death Scenes 1.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see either of those.
I'll
No,
pass.
thank you.
I'm over it. And Pat, I've moved on in life that I don't need to see people dying. The internet kind of killed that.
What? What do you mean killed it?
Like the DVD market for people
Oh.
dying horrible deaths. You can just... Literally on YouTube, they don't ever tell you if the person dies. You'll see somebody get hit by a train or something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
All day long.
Or like fall off a building.
Always find you guys' live streams really relaxing. I enjoy the talk about MMA guys killing weightlifters and
Death.
Arbed Dwyer.
Man, that video is really dark.
Which one? The
Bud
Arbed?
Dwyer one. I just remember where he takes it out and people are trying to stop him. He's like, no. Does he say
He
like...
pulls it out of a paper bag.
Yeah, doesn't he say, let me say something, let me say something. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
He just, yeah.
I would probably put that, just off the top of my head, as the most disturbing video I've ever seen. Because it stuck with me. I wasn't expecting it. So if you're not expecting it, like if you click on it now, we've built it up.
Oh, yeah.
But like if you came into that fresh and say you're walking through a room, like when you're like doing something around the house
that
and it's
would
on the
be
TV,
horribly
and this guy pulls out
disturbing.
a gun and he's like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah. Cyborg Santos never fought in the UFC.
Well, there's a video of him getting his
That's
forehead.
Santos is a chick. You're thinking of the dude. You're never going to win this. It's like talking to me about wrestling, and then you say the Nature Boy, and I'm like, oh, which Nature Boy are you speaking of? There were 4. Somebody's going, hold on, wait a minute. Yes, I'm counting Buddy Landell.
Yeah. Can't forget about Buddy Landell.
Can't forget about Buddy Landell. If Buddy Landell, in a nutshell, was the U.S. heavyweight champion, if I'm not mistaken, they called him down to come to TV 2 miles away, but he was too coked up and didn't want to get out of bed.
Oh.
So they came and retrieved the belt from him.
Ah.
And then he was really kind of never heard of from again. Years later, he turns up, gets in a car wreck, goes on Facebook, says, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Goes to bed and dies. Buddy Landell.
Awesome.
You can fill in like the rest, but that's pretty much. His gimmick was Nature Boy Buddy Landell, and Ric Flair would have $5,000 robes, and Buddy Landell would have like $50 robes, but he wasn't doing it ironically. Yeah. Did you ever see the mass transit video from ECW? That was effed up. Yes, I did see it. No Arbed Dwyer, but if you hand New Jack a razor and tell him to cut you, he will. I want to get some color tonight, New Jack. Let me help you with
I
that.
don't know what you're talking about.
This guy named Mass Transit had wrestled like 3 times. He was like your age, except 500 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
He came to an ECW event. A guy didn't show up. Do you remember New Jack? He's the guy that comes with the trash can and they play Natural Born Killers and he just hits you with everything. He used to be a bounty hunter and he's mentally off.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
kind of
this
familiar.
guy made the mistake of telling New Jack, who's not fond of white people, I've never bladed before, I need a little help.
Oh.
So New Jack took an X-Acto knife and cut him
Ooh.
to the bone.
No. To
Yeah.
the bone? Oh.
He got some color.
Got him.
New Jack is nuts. Yeah, New Jack is a favorite.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive. Oh. I'm going to sit here and think of it. I'll give you a recommendation of New Jack. He fought this old dude in a gym, like after ECW went out of business.
Yeah.
And like the guy wasn't selling. He was like, and the dude wasn't going, So the fight escalates. And this guy New Jack is fighting is like 70 years old. And it is the damnedest thing I've ever seen. That old dude could take an ass whipping. Like, New Jack beats his ass and that guy would not go down. Would not go down. And it was deep in the South. He's very lucky he lived. New Jack, that is. Perry Saturn is all effed up now. Mizeth.
Oh.
We'll get off the wrestling because you're out of your depth there. Perry Saturn. Was Perry Saturn the one that fell out of a plane? Was he a former Army Ranger that his claim to fame was he fell out of a helicopter and lived?
That's not...
And that didn't F him up. But the meth. Let that be a lesson to you.
The marching powder.
Yeah, there you go. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm getting pretty tired though.
Go do your thing. You came back and ate fish sticks.
Did.
You talk more about... Are you going to say goodbye this time?
Goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye,
Stay
Q.
vigilant.
I'm going to hang out and finish my energy drink real quick. Then, I'm going to go watch Twin Peaks. They have, Brian, and that's part of the reason we took this time off, and that's part of the reason everybody did. Taco Bell's got some things coming. Steak and Shake's got some things coming. I do understand for those of you screaming Arby's, but come on, man, nobody cares about Arby's. We'll do one once in a while. I asked Ian from Peep This Out yesterday that Mr. Happy mentioned Ian was a huge wrestling fan, but he said you were trolling him. BS. Ian has, like, when you see them live streams, he's got all his little Funko Pop figures. The other wall is nothing but, like, 80s era Hulkamania. Ian is a huge Brutus the Barber fan. Jason Cowan wants to know, are you going to try the Rodeo King? It's probably in the cards, Jason. Here's the thing about the Rodeo King, as I'm sure you being a food reviewer know, it's not new. If you go type it in now, you'll see a cycle that people reviewed it like 18 months ago, and they reviewed it 3 years ago, and they reviewed it. I'm sure Burger King changed one little thing, but it's basically hamburger patty, barbecue sauce, onion rings. Rodeo burger. Q, there is a Rick and Morty board game. I will tell him, because he won't watch this. He has gone to fish stick heaven. By my count, this is no overestimate. I'm putting him in the neighborhood of 35 to 50 fish sticks today. The reason he only ate what he did was the box was empty. He ran out. Let's see. Baby Boomer or Generation X? Me? Damn, man. Do I look that old? How's Megan doing? Megan's doing really well. She went to a music festival this weekend, which is more than either one of us did. And she is now recovering with a brutal sunburn. The Rodeo King is different from the Rodeo King. Same type of ingredients, different quality. Fair enough, Freaky, and we'll probably do it, but come on. For me to try to, like, come to you guys and be like, it's the Rodeo King, it's brand new. Let me read your description. The Rodeo King is different from the Rodeo King. Same type of ingredients, different quality. That doesn't exactly scream that you guys need to see that reviewed. Doesn't mean we're not going to do it because we've never done it. It's just, Rodeo Burger. Where is Q? Jacob? You can back up and see about 40 minutes of Q in all his glory. He hung out, ate some fish sticks. We reviewed some Twinkies. He ate his fish sticks and then left. He went to bed. But it wasn't from the schedule. It was from too much weekend. And I'll leave it at that. Do the Arby's brisket sandwich. Kind of goes back to the Arby's thing. Our reviews never set the world on fire. But if you want to see the world not even get like a brush fire, watch us review Arby's. It is painful. I know that, like, if I say no one cares about Arby's, the people that do, the 7 of them will go, we care about Arby's. But, like, no one else seems to care. I do it sometimes if it's a product I'm interested in. The endorsement was telling me today, and I guess as a food reviewer I should know this, but he was excited about a chicken leg. I believe that's what it was. And I asked, are you sure? Are you serious? You just said you were excited to review a chicken leg that literally, like, you could get at any Renaissance fair, I guess. Arby's, overpriced. Arby's is overpriced, but, like, once a month, man, I gotta go get one of them French dip sandwiches with some curly fries and some Mountain Dew. But nobody wants to see that review. Is endorsement alive? He is alive. I tried to get him to call in tonight. Go back. I gave an explanation. It's kind of hinky, but he will be back. I never eat Arby's, but I'd be interested. Do you guys know anything about this chicken leg thing, or was the endorsement just like BSing me? Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't care enough to look. It just sounded kind of weird. My local Arby's is usually pretty packed. Like I said, I'm good for Arby's like once a month. They are pricey, and there's only very specific things I want from there. But the great thing about my Arby's is that there's 2 of them. And the one closest to me, service is great, it's always clean, and it's always empty. Turkey leg, there you go, Albert. I said chicken leg, my bad. Turkey leg, exactly. You can get that at any Renaissance fair. I don't even understand who's going to order that and why. Like, at Thanksgiving, I love turkey. I don't want a turkey leg. What is your favorite Star Wars? Empire. Is Quiznos still in business? Yes, and they have one in our town. I just haven't come across anything that screamed a review. Turkey is always dry and it makes me sleepy. Two of my favorite things. What is your favorite type of Twinkie? Banana Twinkie. Orange Twinkie's not bad. Firehouse Subs. I am a huge Firehouse Subs fan. I like the hook and ladder. But for some reason, like, a lot of people are very resistant. People say, well, it's too expensive. Or people just don't like the flavor combinations they come up with. Probably out of all sub places, and I know that this includes, like, everybody. Anywhere with more than 100 stores, Firehouse is my favorite. You could pretend you're Henry VIII with a turkey leg. That's pretty much what you would be doing. I got a turkey leg. I'm reviewing it. Speechless. I would have liked to have been in that boardroom, and the guy was like, here's what we're going to do. It's coming up kind of close to Thanksgiving. Maybe we could get some bargain turkey legs. Let's do that. No. Do you get fries with that? What do you get with a turkey leg? Well, Mountain Dew, because Mountain Dew is always good. Do you guys have Whataburger? Okay, I'm going to say it again. I hear people. I'm going to say it again. People have heard it to death. We have the most unique Whataburger in the world. We have a Whataburger that is the only independently franchised one in the world. If you Google Russellville, Arkansas, Whataburger, it'll do a much better job of telling you about our Whataburger than I possibly could. But it is, like, famous. So yeah, we have one. I've never had Firehouse Subs, but I know a few people who really love it. Hook and ladder. Have you ever traveled out of the U.S.? I could tell you a story, Claire, about one time I went to Mexico, but it paints me in a bad light because I was pretty stupid. New Year's Eve, I got in the back of a pickup in January, and I know that you're not in this country, but here that's very cold, and I was intoxicated, and we just went to Mexico, and we didn't buy car insurance. We didn't have any reason to be there. We just went. And in retrospect, it could have ended very badly. But God takes care of old folks and fools. That's it for my world traveling. What was it like doing a video with Trav? Trav tries. See what I did there, Jason? Nah, Trav's cool. I would like to do another one with him, and I know that if Trav ever sees us, his eyes will roll to the back of his head and then down his back. I've told him I'd like him to come sit here sometime because I've got openings, and I think Trav would be, like, interesting. He would be an interesting co-host when Q's not available as a change of pace. It's just, dude, nobody has my schedule. Nobody. Have you tried In-N-Out Burger? Yes, I have. I prefer Five Guys. I know, sacrilege. One other thing about Trav tries. Random people on the internet aren't as random as you think. I don't even know how. Trav, in one of his videos, I did watch it, and he mentioned something about Russellville, Arkansas. And so I sent him a message and said, I'm close to Russellville, Arkansas. We got talking and decided to make a video. He gave me directions to his house. Now, this is a guy that is completely random in the entire world that I decided to make a video with. I get to his house, and I realize he lives 4 doors down from my girlfriend. How weird is that? No Whataburger, Jack in the Box, Wiener Schnitzel, and In-N-Out Burgers in Chicago. No Jack in the Box or Wiener Schnitzel here in Arkansas. Trav was your influence to do food reviewers. I think that's cool, but I see none of Trav's influence in anything you do, Jason. In-N-Out, I find it overrated. Five Guys is definitely better. Both are overpriced if you want to be really honest. And In-N-Out, the weird thing about them is you're subject to, like, the whims of the people working more than any other place. Sometimes it's amazing, Sometimes it's so-so, and sometimes it's really bad. Nobody ever wants to tell you that part. When In-N-Out is amazing, it's so good, people kind of forgive all the other. Do Q and Megan have a relationship with their mom? That's a little personal, Trevor, but I will tell you something. Their mom just walked right by here. She walked right over there and then walked out. So yeah, they do. That was your one personal question for the day. Peep this out. Just did a review on the naked egg taco. Well, that's because Ian, Mr. Hollywood, second only to friend of the show, Chester Rushing, he lives in California. How do you think he gets access to all that McDonald's, like going in behind the scenes? Always gets Burger King early because he plays golf with the Burger King executives. And I know for a fact, the vice president of Taco Bell receives numerous gifts and remunerations from Ian on a weekly basis. That's how he got that egg early. Just came on, where's Q? Bethany, we got about 40 minutes of Q. You just rewind and enjoy him up. Probably 35 minutes. Somebody could give you a timestamp. He was tired. And I was going to go a while ago. I just keep talking because I never know when to shut up. Ian just did taco. Okay. I hope Taco enjoyed it. Does Q realize he has an awesome dad? Q doesn't realize much. Pizza Hut and Domino's are doing the points thing now. Yeah. First one to 100 dies of a heart attack. First time I tried Five Guys, I cried many tears of bacon grease. Dane Heinz. Dane Heinz. Let's all say goodbye to Dane in his racist ways. We love you, Dane. Thanks for stopping by and enlightening our day with some racism. We will now be blocking you. I'm sure YouTube has not completely gotten rid of all hate channels. You can go find one and hook up with some people that you can go hate stuff with. Do you like SOAR? Got me, man. SOAR to me brings up painful memories. Bye-bye, Dane. Go get a turkey leg. You know, I'm just not a political person, but I don't like bashing of anyone, any race, or any group of people. If you want to bash an individual for a particular reason, go to it. Now, I may not allow it here, but if you have a solid reason for bashing an individual, I'm willing to listen. But when you start putting people in like boxes, I don't care anybody. It's laziness. I'm a man, dang it. A sissy man, but a man. Sometimes I just read things that I don't know the context because I missed all the conversation. Dane should have pulled an R. Bud. Perhaps he will later. Perhaps the next time we make a food review, he'll really want to chime in on that naked egg taco, and he will feel regret that he is now blocked from doing that. Do you agree that since the Yum Company bought Pizza Hut, it hasn't been the same pizza from 80s and 90s? Yes. Pizza Hut from when I was a kid, much better than Pizza Hut now. Pizza Hut now, I'm still one of the few people that still enjoy it, but I'm going to tell you, I like to have a commode nearby when I eat Pizza Hut now. Because I said manly tears, not many. Thanks, Freaky. All right. We've had a racist guy. We watched Q eat some fish sticks. We reviewed some Twinkies. Anything I need to know or anything you guys want to know before I go watch the third to the last episode of Twin Peaks and cry myself to sleep? Not really. I'm not going to sleep for a long time, but cry because there's only 3 episodes left. Any questions? Anything? Alex says, bye, Greg. Not a question. What is your purpose? F you, man. You don't think I ain't ever heard that before. Maybe a little bit, but I'll tell you, the dude in Paranormal Activity, the really stupid guy, I look like that guy. And that's part of the reason I hate that movie. Someone else, when I have a goatee, It's not bragging because he's not an attractive man. I look eerily close to Keemstar. It's the eyebrows. What's the highest grade you've ever given a product into what? 100 plus, platinum A to the Mountain Dew Citrus Cherry Gamer Fuel 2 times ago before they enforced their Splenda, agenda and ruined it. The last time when it was like low calorie, 90 calories a can, it went right in the crapper. But the time before that was literally Nirvana in a can. I tried watching Blair Witch 2, but stopped halfway. It was so bad. You got to finish it because it does pay off. It is an underrated film. Let's get right into the food review. Yeah. Were you a fan of Kentucky Fried Movie? This will hurt your heart, Jason. It was all right. That's what I have. Not like in my top 50 or 100. What did you think of the Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Samoa Fatal 4-Way match? I wish someone would dig a deep hole, a very deep hole, and put Roman Reigns in a sack and drop him in it and cover him up and let the big boys have their turn. I thought it was a great match. I really hate that they're burning up the Mania match now at No Mercy. But is what it is. Great match. Andrew Dice Clay, 42 long. The original Blair Witch put me to sleep. Were you around when it came out, like of age to be... The Blair Witch, the best thing about it was in like, and somebody will look this up and make me look dumb. Believe it or not, whenever it was, late 90s, I want to say 97, 98-ish, the internet wasn't what it was now, and people were a lot more gullible. And people, including someone I'm dating now, believed that this was real. They went into the movie theater believing that this was something that happened. Because they didn't have the mastery of the internet that they do now. 99. Believe it or not, 18 years ago, there was a large segment of people going to the movies that were thinking this really happened. I knew it didn't happen. Come on, it's common sense. How would you ever get my mind works differently. I was at the time thinking there's no way this is real because the families would never release this to go to the movies for entertainment to watch their children die. Strike one. I guess I'm the only person that thinks that way. For its time, that movie was pretty cool, and it had one of the best reactions it credits I've ever been in any movie. When I went and saw Blair Witch, it was packed. The movie ended. Spoiler, kinda. Dude's in the corner. Whatever happens, goes to black. You get credits. No one moved. The lights came up. The credits were rolling, and this was long before people were trained to sit through credits. People sit there and just looked for 2 to 3 minutes in silence before anyone got up. You go 2 to 3 minutes. Now, 2 to 3 minutes is a long time when you're sitting and no one's doing anything. No one had a phone out because phones weren't prevalent. People just sat there like this. It was pretty amazing for that reaction, but you couldn't do it now. You wouldn't get that reaction in the internet age because people are a little smarter. People were stealing stuff from the place Blair Witch took place in Burkittsville. That's kind of what Blair Witch 2 is. It's a response to that. I still remember my friends doing the face-the-wall thing at Lake Tahoe cabin in the dark. Creeped me the hell out. Yeah, I mean, when you watch something now that has been ripped off, and that's like you've seen everything that came after it, but you weren't there at the genesis, it's hard to understand why it was so relevant. Quentin Tarantino, to a lesser effect, if you weren't there when he started, and then you see him now, you don't get it. That things weren't that way until he came along. So the people that were like at that epicenter realize what he did. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just the same kind of thing. Best baseball movie. The Natural. Maybe the only baseball movie I've ever watched. I don't like baseball. And so to watch an entire movie about it. Bad News Bears. Watch that. The one where they went to Japan was pretty cool. Hey, Greg, no Q. Roland. Don't worry. You can go back to the beginning and enjoy 35 minutes of watching him eat fish sticks. Beer League. Doesn't ring a bell. League of Their Own. Didn't watch it. No, I'm not sexist. I like Tom Hanks. When that movie came out, I think I liked Madonna. Never liked Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, Claire. Bless you. You know what, Claire? I will snap you that name if you will promise to take to your grave, never to tell anyone. For being a loyal viewer. One of our most loyal. In fact, let me see if I can do that now. But I got to get a promise from you that you'll never reveal it. Okay, I see. So, live action. Those of you that don't have Snapchat and would like me to snap you random and weird facts, just go ahead and find us at Mr. Happy 0121 on Snapchat. Getting there. It's taking me a minute, Claire. What I need from you, because my shit's wonky, send me a snap of the floor or something and I'll just answer it to you. It'll make my life easier. I can't like read and do things at once because I'm old and senile. Nice to catch your live stream. Roland, they're going to be all over the place, and there's going to be times he's here, there's going to be times he's not. Speaking of that, somebody brought it up a while ago. Jason, I believe. If I had a dude in here that is another YouTube food reviewer just because one day, it wouldn't mean Q and I were breaking up or anything. Sometimes he's busy. Would that be interesting to you guys at all? To watch me torture a nice, fine, upstanding Christian young man who is pretty much the exact opposite of myself. Rye the Stunner. Rye, first of all, you're not allowed to change your icon because it's going to take me like 5 streams to get used to that. The dude's name's Trav Tries, wherever Trav is in this world. Go check out his channel. He's not famous. I think he averages a couple, 300-400 views per review. And he is so laid back, and I'm telling you, like, he is diametrically opposed. Not like he doesn't sit around and oppose me, but like we're on opposite ends personality-wise. But he does seem to enjoy my humor. I had a feeling that would throw you off. That was actually the first thing I thought of when I changed it. I don't know, Rye. I'm pretty sure that you were concerned about Ian's opinion of world events. And, hey, Ryan Curtis, wherever he is, just sent me a snap request. Followed you back, buddy. And there's Claire. Claire didn't send me a picture of her floor. It's a nice blurry picture of her TV. Oh, it's me. God, I look fat. All right. Let me get this answered real quick. Be prepared to be shocked, Claire. And then I will get back. In the stream, let me know if you get the reference. And then let me know if you understand why I won't put it out there. I won't do it to him. Even though I did name him that. Awesome, Jason. Good to hear that, Jason. I'm doing really good, Roland. I'm just going back and reading stuff you guys already know. Have I played the Friday the 13th game? No. I've been too busy. That's why I haven't made videos. I would like to, though. It is kind of on my list. Q gives 0 Fs about playing the Friday the 13th game. SAS Snacks channel deserves more subs. They put out 4 videos a week and only got 2,500 subs. There's that word again. Deserves. Nobody deserves anything in life. We've got like 52,000. We probably don't deserve those. People say, you deserve more subs. Why? I've never understood that. You have exactly the amount of subs you deserve, regardless of how hard you work or how many videos you put out. does Q's middle name have to do with a pro wrestler? I'm thinking hard. I'm not like making a face. I'm just like accidentally don't want to give the wrong answer. No. If it does, it's so obscure it's ridiculous. Q's middle name, he's named after Quentin Tarantino, and his middle name is a character from one of Tarantino's movies. And that's all I'll say. Do you like Family Guy? I do. For whatever reason, for me, American Dad has surpassed it, which is ironic because I used to hate American Dad. I hated it. Hated everything about it. Like, I would see it on TV and get, like, angry for no reason. But now, I prefer American Dad. Beavis and Butthead is better. Zed. No, but that's a good shot. And no, I didn't name him Gimp either. It's so tough getting subs on YouTube. There is so much competition. I just enjoy putting out content and hopefully entertaining and informing people. That's it. That's what I told him when we started doing food reviews. I was like, man, we're about to put the brakes on this train. The biggest food reviewer now, I'm sure you'll name Herpy Dirt McGoo or something, the two guys that lift weights. To my mind, someone that is a food reviewer first, the biggest name in food reviews is what, Dame? And he's on a TV show and has had TV shows. I may be off by 50,000, but last I checked, he can't even pull 800,000. Some 14-year-old in his basement with a fidget spinner a couple weeks ago could probably pull the same amount of subs Dame has in a good day. There's just like the biggest food reviewer on YouTube isn't even a pimple on the ass of anybody else doing anything on YouTube. Is what it is. Kendamic. Is it Jules? No. Dame is overrated. Not by me. Dame is a sellout, trying to make us different. Hey, whatever happened to, what was that thing that I made fun of? Like his third attempt to use people to like do stuff for him? Taste Division. You want a good laugh? Go to Taste Division right now. Yes, I continue to see the future when it comes to Dame. CraveCon, yep, called that one too. In a different time, Dame would be called visionary. He just kind of landed at the wrong time. What you call helping people, I call like trying to profit off of them. Tomato, tomato. Agree to disagree. And believe me, believe it or not, he does hear when I say these things because he has responded, but he likes to respond places that aren't on YouTube that don't stay on permanent record like what I say. Do you have any thoughts on Tyrone Magnus and his YouTube work? Not really, but you know what? Put that one in your pocket and ask this guy when he comes back next week. Nothing really. I'm one of those people that like 99% of the people on YouTube, that's my answer. I'm like, I literally only have opinions on like 10 people. And like 5 of them I like, 5 of them I don't. I'm the worst when it comes to like YouTube personalities. Just don't have an opinion. This guy does. Let's see, does Megan have an interesting middle name like Q? I'll give you hers. Because I tried real hard. I wanted her middle name to be her first name, but I got to put both names together, so whatever. Her middle name is Alexandria. Yeah, I know, it's a little fancy. Why does Dame even talk about going to the gym? I don't know. I don't know. I better stop reading these Dame questions because I will just come off as petty. Petty. Claire, did you get that? Oh, you did. Let me know what you thought of that middle name, Claire, or are you Googling it if you're not a diehard Pulp Fiction fan? What's your favorite fast food? A really good Big Mac? Greg, your channel is great. Why you don't BS? You're straightforward. And there is a segment of the audience that wants BS, Roland. Believe it or not, sadly. Jason says, I was foolish and put a couple videos on Taste of Vision, but that was in the past, and I thought I would give it a shot. Anytime that you're taking your work and putting it on someone else's site or someone else's channel, you gotta be real dubious of that. Everybody wants to glad hand Dame. Nobody ever wants to come out and like smack talking, but you notice the real absence of people like Reckless Eating, Ken Domick, the usual cast of characters after his last debacle that I called him out on, that he said I was full of it. Go back, way back, and look for my Dame rant where he started this same thing on YouTube. And I called him out and said that he was going to wait, put ads on it. I was a big liar. I was a big piece of crap. But literally, if you look at the date on that video that I said that, and then you go to that channel that is still there, and look when he quit posting other people's videos, yep. So yeah, don't do it. In 6 months when he has another great idea to help people, before you jump in, look at the people that are jumping in with you and then reassess. No, I understood it. Impressive. I have to say he's lucky. My parents didn't even leave the I in my name. I like your name without the I. It's distinctive. So it's very big of you to say that he was lucky. If I say too much, it'll give it away. But there you go. Your gift today, Clara. Just because Clara got one today doesn't mean we won't ever tell you guys something that we don't want publicly known. Woo pig suey. Yeah, that's what the folks say here. I don't say it often. The only time I ever enjoyed the woo pig suey chant in my life was I went and saw Dave Chappelle in Little Rock. And he is in the room in Arkansas. A lot of white people. And they start doing this chant. For those of you that don't know, I'm not really going to do it justice because they do this thing where they go, woo, and then they make this thing and then they say pig, suey, razorbacks. When the crowd starts doing this, woo, his eyes got really big. And he later admitted, he was like, I didn't know if y'all was going to turn on me or somebody was going to come out with like, lynch, pitchforks. He didn't know what was going on. He says, I did not understand it. It scared the crap out of him. And it was pretty funny. At that point, he then had us do it like 5 times so he could record it, make fun of it, and put it on YouTube. But he's a good dude. There's a thing called ketchup cake. Would you review something like that? Not seriously. We would try it on like one of these videos for fun. But like I wouldn't sit down and be like deadly serious about it. Ketchup cake. I guess it's sweet. I guess mayonnaise cake would be gross. Is there mustard cake? Grey Poupon cake? Sriracha cake, maybe. That would be the way to go. All right. No comments? I appreciate you guys for hanging in. You've been real sports. I'm going to finish this drink, and then I'm going to hit that button. On the way out, has anyone watched The Defenders on Netflix yet? Because I haven't gotten there. And I'm trying to decide where my next, like, 10 hours of my time is going to go. Is it going to go to that or Stranger Things? Or is there something I'm missing? Because the new season's about to start, and if I don't watch Defenders, like, after Twin Peaks, I probably won't see it. Too busy watching Pornhub. Stranger Things is way better. Speaking of Stranger Things, we know season 2 is coming. Have you seen the OA? Has anybody seen the OA on Netflix? That fell through the cracks of a lot of people. Yes, Chester's my guy. But the OA, for my money, was better than Stranger Things and got like half the pub. Jason Callan, Stranger Things. I just don't know where they're going to go with that. I don't know how much more. Season 2, I think, will be good because there's some unanswered questions, but I don't know what kind of legs that show has going past, at most, Season 3. What is the OA? You can't describe the OA. It's one of those shows. It's on Netflix. If you watch the whole series and you find someone that has watched the OA, It's like finding a convert to a religion, because there's some deep thought into it, and after you finish this, you really want to talk to people about what you've just seen. And sadly, it's kind of hard to find those people. Here's a quick synopsis. Chick disappears. She's gone 5 years. Before she disappears, she can see. No, she can't see. When she comes back, she can see, but she has no memory of where she was. Or does she? She starts putting together a team of neighborhood kids to help her do something. Yeah, I know, Stranger Things-ish. To help her do something, but it's not quite determined what. And then they show flashbacks of where she was for the 5 years. I'm being very vague because I don't want to give you plot lines. But that show, probably more than anything else Netflix has ever produced, super impressed me. And somehow they're getting a season 2 when Netflix doesn't want to give anything a season 2. Netflix is over $20 billion in debt. It's all on paper. I just saw Death Note anime series season 1, episode 1 on Netflix last night. I liked it. Saw the movie adaptation too. Have you seen either? I saw the movie adaptation. I may do the series, but I haven't watched Castlevania yet. So that's probably going to go there first, if I do either. I hear good things about Castlevania. Just so much to watch right now. I only have so many hours in the day, and I watch way too much Big Brother. Like, Big Brother and wrestling has killed my television watching. Killed it down dead. Castlevania is great. Did you finish it, Roland? Did you get all the way to completion to say that? Any luck pre-ordering the Super Nintendo Classic? Haven't tried. The last 2 times I've tried for different machines, I was met with failure, and I hate failing. I found if you're patient, and then you go online and know where to search, after about 2 weeks you can usually get one without hassle. I missed out on all the retailers. You know, you won't believe this. Try eBay. Wait 2 weeks and try eBay. And I know you're going to say, nah, they'll want to overcharge me. You'll get the guy that bought way too many of these, and he's starting to get nervous, and he's sitting on them, and then he wants like 3 times the price or best offer. Shoot him the best offer, which is what you want to pay for it. And I've gotten my last 2 that way. Now I had to like do that like 2 or 3 times. I had to be patient, but it was still a lot better than going out and just like missing it everywhere else. So much easier. It took like 20 minutes one day. It's always enjoyable interacting with your live streams. Well, thank you, Jason. Speaking of that, I like live streams, but I never know who to watch. Give me someone you guys enjoy, and don't say me. We both know it's a lie. If you say Ian, I guess I won't make too much fun of you, but is there anybody else that you guys watch live stream on a regular basis? I'm reading, Ed. I'm reading your comment as we sit. I was lucky to get the Nintendo Classic. Yeah, if you earned it, man, then you were super lucky. This is the only live stream I watch. Andrew Exxon says, Jake Paul. I'll watch tomorrow to see Q earlier in the video if you post it. Yeah, I'm just going to let this one go up. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. has this train wreck of a stream. Thursday, 7 p.m. Who is it, dude? Honestly, I know that you guys, if it's a food reviewer, think I should know it. I don't. Joe Cronin Show does the wrestling live streams. He's a pretty funny guy and has a decent... I know who Joe Cronin is because a dude that's not on here right now, Tyler, is a big fan of his and has been on a few times. This is the only live stream I watch. God bless you, Ed. Chris Meeks. Greg, have you any Jack in the Boxes there? No, not in Arkansas. My family's from California, and to me, when you say Jack in the Box, I still think of all the people that they killed. Allegedly, if that applies, you can look it up. It happened with their tainted meat. I know that's been decades, but that's where, like, when my mind goes when you say Jack in the Box. It's one of those funny things. Like, I never hear that mentioned. Like, it didn't happen. But it did. How many people was that? Is Rye still here? Rye knows these things. Rye, can you tell me how many people Jack in the Box allegedly killed with their tainted meat. I want to say it was over 20. It was bad. But, the only thing they did was they did away with their little Jack-in-the-Box guy for a while. I guess he was in mourning. And then they brought him back. It was like it never happened. We're sorry a few people died. We'll do better. They killed my dad. Andrew Exxon. Never heard of that. I'm going to look it up right now because this is going to be the one bit of accuracy I have. Since there's 20 of you left, God bless the 20 of you. There were 4 fatalities. How many people sick? Give me details, Rye. You're the guy. You're skimping. You changed your icon. 178 sick. Okay, I knew it was a big number of people that got jacked up. My apologies. Not a large number died, but 178 sick, 4 dead. That's enough for me to go, yeah. Your little cute stoner, whatever you're doing right now, I'll pass. That's what I still think of when I think Jack in the Box. Where did you find that information, Rye? Permanent kidney and brain damage. Permanent brain damage from a Jack in the Box burger. Allegedly, if that applies, but it did happen scientifically, but I don't want to get sued. So we'll say it was a long time ago. 1993 Jack in the Box E. coli outbreak. We just need to have Rye on like standby. He's a dude. Yeah, I knew it was E. coli. You guys ever see the Beavis and Butthead episode Tainted Meat? That's when I think of Jack in the Box. I literally think of that episode. If you haven't seen it, it's about 5 minutes long. Long story short, Beavis is scratching his nuts a lot. Cooks some hamburgers. Kills the restaurant. Night, Greg. Looking forward to the videos this week. Have a good one. Thank you, Claire. Thanks for checking in. We will make videos this week. On the Jack in the Box nutritional facts page. All right. That's how I want to end it. Jack in the Box gave a bunch of people kidney and brain damage once. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on all social media. The next video is going to be the breakfast bowl. Odds are very good. He won't be here. I promise. He hasn't quit. He'll be back the following day. Till next time, guys. Now I get up and hit the button. Peace. Adios, Rye.